This is the exclusive interview with the man himself, in live and in living colors. Lushy Banton, the girls them lantern, aka the people's champion. Well, the music, what piqued my interest of getting into the music, I got in there from an early age. My father is a promoter, or was a promoter, I should say, of dancehall music. So I grew up listening to all these big, heavy sound systems that used to play in my yard back in Jamaica, in Kingston here, Grand Spain. I'm from the Grand Spain community in Kingston here. So, like I said earlier, my father was a promoter of dancehall. So, with all these different shakers and movers coming through, I think it piqued my interest. So I think that's where I was bitten by the bug. I was more into soccer, football. We call it back on the islands in Jamaica, and that's what I was aspiring to be more than anything else. But as time goes by, I realized that Jamaica didn't have a lot of the infrastructure in place and like a professional league and so forth and so on. So somewhere along the line, I see that with the music, you could definitely get to travel and change your life and do so much. At the end of the day, after all the ups and downs and all of that and the disappointment, the music soothes you. You have to really love music, in my opinion, to do music. Because like you mentioned, the ups and downs and the disappointment and the setback and but when you do have a hit song or a popular song or you on stage, it's like sometimes all of that disappear. Because the music is pure, it's coming from the heart, you love what you do, you like and you love to perform for the people, so I'm speaking for me, so the trials and the tribulation, yes, I've had them, but like I said, the music soothes all that pain, especially when you're successful or you're getting through or you get a big song playing and you're touring on an album or something like that, in the end, it's worth it. Seeing that I came from the dancehall era, like sound system era, that's the way I came from at first, so it was like a every night thing, and a Silver Arc, a stereo one, a Music Merchant, a Black Scorpio, a Metro Media, any sound that could, a Kilimanjaro, this was like a everyday thing for us. So I think that helps propels you when it's time for the big stage, like for stage show. And I think that helped me because I'm used to holding the mic on all these sound system on any given night. So my courage was already built up by the time I get to the Fort Clarence for the big shows and the Elishas and I'm saying the Brooks Park that we have been, Coney Island and all these major stage shows, what I'm saying? But all in all, it is still nerve-wracking. If you don't get the butterfly, you're not human. Mm-hmm. In my, what I'm saying? Because the saying goes, you are as good as your last show. What I'm saying? So I still get the butterfly even today with all the experience that I got. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I touch the mic, one thing I can say, as soon as I hold that mic and I hear my voice comes back through the speaker, it's like everything is okay. In my opinion, I haven't written my best song yet, and I've written a lot of songs. What I'm saying? And in my opinion, I still haven't written my best songs yet. So that's motivation to keep writing, because I tell myself I haven't written my best song yet. What I'm saying? So that's what motivates me to keep writing, to keep performing, to keep recording. What I'm saying? To keep pushing, promoting, and do videos and the whole nine, whatever the music takes. Wow, King Arthur, that's a very good question, man. Yeah. As I can recall, back in 2008, you know, I remember the man is just an inspiration, really and truly, you know. And I can remember whenever time I come inside my house and Barack Obama was on the TV, I was just stopped in my tracks, you know. He was so refreshing, you know. He was just saying something that I think I need to hear, you know. So I always stop and listen. You know, the man was like a breath of fresh air, you know, in my opinion, from what I saw. So knowing that music is what I do, I only thought that it was right for me to, you know, pen a song about, you know, what this man is, you know, doing and aspiring to be the president and so forth. And it finally dawned on me that, you know, my kid could be the president of the United States one day. You know, so this is the first time that we are seeing in our lifetime that we are seeing somebody of color, you know, going up to be the president, like, you know, and was such a favorite and was inspiring and was doing all the things that he was doing, and everybody was gravitating to him, including myself. One Love is a beautiful song. Anybody have heard it? Please go check it out. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, Amazon. It's distributed by Tough Gong, so you go to YouTube or Tough Gong website, you could find it. You could find it on my website also, lushybanton.com, Lushy Banton.com. But all in all, Arthur, it's a pretty good story, because this song was written all the way back in like '03, and it's just got released in 2018 by myself and Sunshade, who is the vocalist on the song. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show you that music is timeless. You know, but all in all, it's a song that was written and was done back then, but we kind of refurbished the track and, you know, do whatever to get it updated and so forth and so on. So the rest is history. It's out there and it's making a lot of noise, and I'm happy for that. A lot of work have gone into the album. All the tracks have been written and been recorded. I am at the stage now where I am mixing and mastering. So, you know, that is the delicate part that makes the album or breaks it. So I have to be very careful, you know, with that part of the project. So, but that's where I'm at right now with it. I'm mixing them and I'm mastering. It's gonna be like a 14-track album. For me, having a team around me, oh my God, it's made me complete. As of this moment, I would say that I'm not finished assembling the team. I am still in the midst of, you know, assembling everybody, but I got a core right now, and I think I have a very good core that have for a while, and we add on people as we go along. It's so dynamic, man, to have people who have your best interest at heart, I should say, you know. And my management is phenomenal. So I want to give a shout out to Stephen Freeman, lives up in Connecticut, and Michael Price. That's my management team, and I want to give a shout out to Dave Rodney and Anthony Turner, also, who are my publicists. You know, just to name a few right now. You know what I'm saying? The support from my family, you know, my wife and my kids, and, you know, it helps. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't be doing this without them. I have my hands in all type of different stuff, not only music, you know what I'm saying? And it's good, you know, to let other artists know that you don't have to focus on music only. You know, you can dip and dabble in other stuff. Like myself, I am into truck brokering. You know what I'm saying? I'm into truck brokering. Realistically, that came about because I also into income tax. Me and my wife, we got a family business where we do income taxes, tax preparation. And it's what happened is that it's a seasonal business. So after April, tax is over. It started in January, ends in like April. So the rest of the year is like a blank, as far as bringing in money. So that's how I thought about, I was trying to do something else to, fill those gaps. And that's where the truck brokering comes in, So that's how I really went into that,
Yeah.
you know. Um, I have like heavy equipment also in Jamaica, backhoe, stuff like that, So if you were building your house in Jamaica, hit me up, man. I could get your foundation dig, the land pushed down, level off, and the whole nine that backhoes do. I want to encourage any youth out there right now that feeling like they can't make it, they can't do it. I'm here to tell you that you can do it. You can, it's just for you to believe in yourself. Because when I was coming up, I was maybe in your situation too, where I don't see where I'm going either. But once I latch on to the music, in my head, I tell myself that there was nothing else that I see at the time that was going to take me out of the situation that I was in at the time. Poor, and got this, living in a gunshot torn community, and any given day you wake up, somebody just got killed last night, or whatever. So I just want to say, if you feel like there's no hope for you, man, I'm here to tell you that there's hope, man. Because like I said, I was in the same situation, but I motivate myself. I keep pushing. I keep trying. I kept that fire lit, and that's what you have to do. Whenever that fire goes out, then you're done. Keep that fire lit, and that's what I've done all these years. I keep that fire lit because it wasn't smooth all the time. I've been through rough patches, but it's gonna take another interview for me to go through all them patches that I've been through and them potholes that I've fallen into. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, keep strong and keep pushing and believing in you, and don't let nobody tell that you can't do it. Because the minute you believe that, then that's when you really, really can't do it. So I don't let nobody tell me that. I don't listen. I turn a blind eye and I put a stick in my ear because I don't want to hear it. Because I can do it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm doing it. All right?